Welcome to the ManScouts podcast. I'm your host, Captain Conan, here with the apostle tongue man himself, Daddy Dalton.
Actually, it's evening, but we love you still.
Good evening. We were just talking about guy stuff, guys being dudes.
Dudes being guys.
You know what I thought was the most hilarious thing? This is like a meme and a trope. In fitness and bodybuilding and weightlifting community or whatever. But we legitimately texted each other sad today about not being on steroids. We were like sad. We were like, I don't know if I could do it anymore. You know what I mean? I have to take steroids.
Well, what's crazy about your timing that you texted me?
Is you were also thinking about steroids?
Well, I was talking to a buddy who's on steroids.
Yeah, that's a sign we should do it.
I hadn't seen him in a while, and you're like, dude, I'm tired of being natty. And I looked at my buddy who's on steroids, and I'm like, me too.
Me too. Let me read verbatim because I thought just one of them. I looked back at it was so funny. Oh yeah, mine's like, I'm tired of being natural, dude. I'm always sore and tired. Sure, I look amazing. Sure, people think I'm on steroids. And I could look and feel even more amazing. And you're like, yeah, I am too. Because I'm around people who aren't, and it pisses me off. I thought that was funny. You get
natural.
pissed.
Yeah, dude, it drives me nuts, dude. Well, this is why
what drives you nuts? Yeah,
it bothers me because I've literally been talking to girls, not that I was interested in this individual, right? But I'm like, I want to do steroids, I'm just joking around, but I'm being serious.
Just joking around, but you're as serious as a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I guess we're just conversating, right? So I'm not really joking. I'm just we're conversating. I'm like, I want to do steroids so bad, and this girl was like, you don't need to, blah blah blah, it's bad for you, all this stuff. And 2 sentences later, she's like, this guy is so hot. I'm like, yeah? What do you like about him? And she's like, his abs, this. And I'm like, he's on steroids. That's steroids, dude.
That is the most dastardly part. There's all the guys talk about, when they ask their girl what they like, and they're like, oh, it's a dad bod, and then they ask them who the dad bod is, and oh, it's like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, and to be fair, dude, this girl is the same
girl.
Yeah,
Chris Hemsworth is a dad bod.
This girl is dude, which one was the one that beat up Rihanna? Is that R. Kelly or Chris Brown?
No, that's Chris Brown.
Okay, yeah.
R. Kelly is the one that peed on people. He pissed on a girl on stage.
I don't know why, but I always confuse the two because both of them are dirtbags in my opinion. But
it's pretty different. But yeah,
different dirtbags, but both dirtbags. And anyway, the same girl, I made some joke about,
Chris Brown or R. Kelly.
No. It was a domestic violence sort of thing. It was
okay.
Some
dark humor.
It was a funny joke that I heard from somebody, and it was dark humor, and she was like, "That's not okay." And I'm like, "Hold up. Your favorite artist is Chris Brown. You can't have it both ways. You can't be so upset that I can't tell a joke, but go to every single one of his concerts that are around here, and support him. Can't do
Preach,
that.
Dude. Tell him.
You can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because I joke about it, but if it actually happens, I take it very seriously. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually not okay with it. You know what I mean? But
totally.
You can't handle the joke, but are totally cool with the guy who does it. You know what I mean? Not okay.
Right.
Bothers me, dude.
I just think we need to be able to separate the art from the artist, so to speak. You know what I mean?
The player.
Is Kanye done some crazy things? Yeah. but he makes a banger tune. He's a killer producer. You know what I mean?
His latest song, dude, is.
I mean, they're catchy. They're in your head. Do you know that he made a new version of that same song?
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, but it's like
Changed the
it's
words out
now
or
he
something?
changed the words to like hallelujah.
Oh,
It's
of
like
course.
completely nondescript now.
Yeah.
The Jews got to him, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're just kidding, Masad.
I'm just kidding, Masad.
We're playing.
I'm so glad that he turned the corner. That his heart is full of charity and love, you know?
And that he's no longer on the other side.
No, yeah, but separating the art from the artist. You know, like trains ran on time. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding.
It's like,
The trains ran on time, you know? I'm just kidding. No, I actually that's the problem with my favorite genre of music, right? Pop punk emo. It's like all the band guys, like they get accused of sexual assault all the time.
really?
It's taken down several of my favorite bands. Yeah.
Oh no, who's it taking down, dude? Don't.
It's taking down Dance Gavin Dance. It took down the first singer of Pierce the Veil. It took down yeah, there's a lot of them. Anyone that you care about? You're like, well, it doesn't sound like any losses.
I'm just saying, Pierce the Veil's not bad right now.
No, they are great. They have a sick drummer, dude. You remember that?
Yeah, his drummer was cool as hell.
Yeah, and he's African American.
African American.
Do you know the emo band that's all skinny hood rat black kids?
No, who's that?
It's fantastic because it's an anomaly because it doesn't sound, you know, it sounds like whiny white kids. And then you see it and you're like, these kids, wow, they're talented.
Wow, these kids.
Well, frankly, wow, the best kids.
They're great kids, yeah.
Dude, yes. I have, you know, there's been a lot of political things going on. I don't want to get too political, right? I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get crazy with it. Okay?
But there's riots in LA.
But they need to firebomb that state. No, just kidding. No.
Nope, they already tried.
No, but there is this announcement from President Trump.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I wanted you to see it.
I don't know what it is.
Well, good. You'll experience it.
I'm curious. I would like to see.
Curious and curious. All right, here we go.
My fellow Americans, it is with overwhelming enthusiasm that I am declaring that anyone who protests or interferes with ICE and their operations is officially gay, big time. With that being said, go ahead and call your dads, tell them about your alternative lifestyle as a gay communist. And then, who knows, maybe eat a lollipop. I don't know what flamers do with their tongue.
It goes on. But, dude, did it get you a little bit? Did it get you even a little bit?
I was pretty sure at first it was AI. And
nah, dude, you were fooling.
ICE, and then I was like, oh, shoot, this might be real.
Yeah.
And then he's like, gay.
Gay.
Like, oh, this is fake. Okay.
Dude, isn't that the best turn, too?
Hilarious.
Because it's, like, kind of serious, and you're kind of like, okay, cool, yeah. And then gay.
Oh, I got you. You got me. Got me good.
This one's not as believable, but this one is well, first of all, do you know one of the saddest things about the riots in LA?
What?
The Waymos.
Oh yeah.
They burned all my robot cars, dude. Come on.
I'm like, why are you guys lighting these things on fire?
I don't know. I don't think
Who
they know.
those? Is that city owned?
Waymo? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not city owned.
Well, then why are they doing it? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's a private company. Waymo is a AI driving company out of San Francisco, but maybe it's because they hate big tech right now. I don't really know.
Why do they hate big tech?
Because they hate the Republican administration. It's full of a lot of tech bros right now.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Tons of tech bros. It's the tech broiest presidency so far.
Well,
I kind of like it.
Here's the thing. I don't know, dude. Because the riots are supposed to be about ICE. They're like, don't want to deport people or something.
They're supposed to be about ICE.
But there's like a bunch of rumors that they're being funded by all these different people and stuff.
Yeah, I always see that, and I tend to believe it.
I do too. To be honest,
I would put it on a percentage basis. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm like 60% sure. You know?
So if you're 60, I'm probably more like 70.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure, but I'm a little bit of a.
Conspiracy corner.
I just, dude. Here's the thing, bro.
Yeah, dude, tell me your thing.
I
Nestle in.
don't.
All right, give it to me.
I. It's just hard for me not to believe it, dude. There's just been so many of these conspiracies that are true lately. The COVID thing, dude. You remember when we all thought it started with a bat? Like somebody ate a bat. Do you remember that?
Dude, was that the longest time we went without seeing each other? I'm just kidding.
No, because we
No, in the
still
beginning,
wanted to.
in the beginning of COVID, no, that's when you moved. That's what I remember.
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah, yeah.
because what happened is it was probably 2 weeks, right? And I gotta hand it to you, dude. You were the OG, just going everywhere person. You're like, still visiting girls. Like,
Dude,
it's
I
all
was
good.
hopping around like it was.
Yeah, dude. He was a vector of transmission for sure.
Dude, I
But
was worried for like 3 days about touching doorknobs, and then I didn't care anymore.
I'm pretty sure, like the second time you came over, I was wiping down groceries.
You were, yes,
Yeah,
yeah, dude. We were
but
all
here's the thing.
nervous, dude. Everyone was like,
Yeah, I give myself a mulligan there. I say if you after the first month, right? I'll give you a month. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then you gotta be like, nah, this is actually not happening.
dude. My favorite time. That was my favorite time to travel because there was nobody out and about.
Where do you go?
Everywhere, dude. I went camping down south, dude. I drove from Idaho down to like the southern border of Utah, Arizona, right there, across the
Mhm.
border. Came back up, went to Wyoming, went back to Utah, dude. I went everywhere during COVID, dude.
You're talking about one axis, though.
Yeah,
You're like, I
yeah,
went
yeah.
everywhere. I went to Wyoming, to Utah, to Arizona, to Wyoming, to Idaho.
I mean,
Those
I
are the
did.
coolest places to go. Let's be honest.
I mean, at the time, because everything was also shut down, so it was like there wasn't like a ton to
Oh,
do.
that does suck. And that's where you know everyone too.
Yeah, it was just kind of like I went where I knew people and like made friends in Utah. I had a buddy's house who I'd work out at because we had like a little outdoor setup, and then probably about
Whose house did you work out at?
my buddy Jordan's.
Mm.
Dude, we literally made a pull-up bar. We like concreted posts in with like the bars across. They're still there, dude. I was like playing on them last week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, and we had like 4 dumbbells, like 4 different weighted dumbbells, and we would just do like these. And he had like a tractor tire, and would use that for leg stuff. So we were like squatting and deadlifting this tractor tire, which actually got me ridiculously strong for a little bit there, and weirdly like didn't hurt my back, but it screwed your hands up because the edge of those tires is such a heavy tire that like holding it, you're like, oh, dude, ow.
Dude, heavy tire was my
Delicate
nickname in
velvet
high
hand
school.
skins, dude. Huh?
I said heavy tire was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
I bet it was.
Talking about my caboose.
Yeah. That's
Dude,
because that was
here's
everyone's
another AI
preferred
video.
entrance. Right,
This
Colin?
is AI. Yeah, the preferred entrance.
Just kidding.
This is an AI video, obviously, but it's of the Waymos fighting back.
Oh my God, the Waymos are fighting back!
They have guns.
Like it's just coming out of the doors and out of the top. Well, one more time.
Oh my God, the Waymos are fighting back!
It shoots rockets out of the top. Dude,
Yeah,
have
just, everyone's still like really close.
I know,
even
and
though it's
nobody dies.
shooting. Yeah.
Dude, have you ever thought about that? Like, what if these whole riots in California were all just AI generated? And California got took over by aliens, dude.
Wow, dude. Now we're going real. Now, first, we started at medium conspire, right? But now we're at high conspire.
But give the percentage, right, of the that you think that this is true, because it's 70 for the other
5%.
one. Is
5%.
this the other 40? Not
No,
not
this
the
is
40?
5%. There's so many other scenarios.
Okay, what's your next biggest scenario?
Instead of being paid, they're easily manipulated people, and they don't necessarily need to be paid as much as they need to be influenced for their political social capital. don't know.
Okay. And what percentage is that? 35?
I would say that's more like 25, 30. Yeah.
So there's still a missing 5 to 10% in there, dude.
Yeah, and that's where aliens come in. You don't want to hear that one. All right. And that one, we're just containers, dude. We're just vessels. And dude, they're worried about us damaging our vessels, right? So it's all about purification of the vessel because they use us like canisters, dude.
What do they use us for? Our
That's the
minds.
thing, dude. That's the thing. Nobody knows.
For our life juices, dude.
Let's ask Grok. What
Oh, that's
do
a
the
good.
aliens
That's actually a good call.
use us as containers for? Because this is from Bob Lazar.
Wait, what?
Yeah. This is I was being silly, but I was referencing something that was actually said.
Oh, I didn't know that Bob Lazar talked about using us as containers. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
The hell?
I'm gonna find this, dude. I kind of want to really get back into aliens, big time. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is the way.
This is the way. There's this Joe Rogan podcast recently where he has on this guy, and they talk about lost technologies.
Hey, first of all, nice shirt, nerd.
What do you mean, dude? This is
I actually really like that shirt. That's actually pretty sick.
I shouldn't show it. This is my company. I don't want people to know where I work.
It's too late, bro.
It's too late. It doesn't matter. They could find me on LinkedIn. That's a problem. It doesn't even matter. You know what I mean?
Hey, dude.
Yes, you're right. The idea that aliens view humans as containers is specifically tied to claims made by Bob Lazar. According to Lazar, these documents stated that extraterrestrials refer to humans as containers, potentially for souls, consciousness, or some other essence, though he admitted the exact meaning of this was unclear. And the whole other portion of that is that religions were made by the aliens so that we could keep our containers pure. Boom.
So what was he saying about I'm a little confused by the
containers?
Yeah, I just never heard him say that. He didn't mention that on the Joe Rogan podcast.
No, he doesn't talk about it anymore. This is an old clip. It's a clip from like when he first did his round of interviews in the 60s or 70s.
Gotcha.
Mr. Bob Lazar, dude. Alien talk. All right, what's your next level conspiracy? I've got one. You ready?
All right, let's hear it.
Bigfoot.
Are you believe in that guy?
No.
Oh.
But have you seen the AI Yeti vlogs?
Yeah, dude. I keep seeing a bunch of them, and it's annoying to me.
I think they're hilarious. I think they're great. I think they're a great use of AI.
Dude, what, in your opinion, what is the best use that you have found for AI?
Therapy. I'm just kidding. No.
You
but
have
a little
talked
bit.
about that a lot, though.
I used Carl Jung GPT, and it helped me with my issues. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It said some profound things that I'm like, oh yeah, you're just AI. And then it says something profound. I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, shut up.
Oh my gosh. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh, dude. Me and Kevin been watching this anime, called Basilisk. Completely off topic. Sorry.
Wait. A new one? Is it good?
It's old, dude. It's like
I'm on the cusp of canceling my freaking Crunchyroll, dude.
Well, check this one out, dude. It takes like an episode, maybe two, and you get hooked, bro.
Is it a snake?
It's not about a snake. No, it's about two ninja clans.
Basilisk anime. Oh, I do remember seeing this on there. It's a manga too. Do you ever think you would read a manga?
No.
Why?
Probably not. Maybe.
It was Braille.
I don't know, dude. I kind of don't think I would, because I much prefer watching the shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm getting into comics though. I feel like comics I can get into.
Here's the thing, like, I mean, so they're basically the same thing. Like, mangas are basically comics. At least that's what I.
Yeah, but they don't really have color.
Oh, they don't?
And sometimes they're longer and more exposition based. So, for instance, they're almost in between comics and books.
Never mind. I take it back. I don't think I'm getting into it, dude.
Come on, dude.
Bro, I don't think I could. Um. Oh, dude, they're black and white too. You tell
They're
me they ain't
black and
got
white,
colored
dude.
pictures for me to look
Dude,
at.
they don't even have colored pictures, dude. What a child. Yeah, they don't even give you crayons. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, it's not even a coloring book.
No.
This place sucks.
Oh, dude, I hate it here.
No, what I was saying is, oh yeah, Basilisk, dude. But there's
Yeah, it's a good anime.
dude, it's like super good.
So
It's
it doesn't have
basically,
a snake at all.
no, I don't think so. I don't know why it's called that. I don't know.
All right.
But it's basically two ninja clans, and they've been like feuding for so long, and they have like this uh, no like combat agreement. Basically, they're not supposed to kill each other because they're like shogun, their like leader told them not to, and then the shogun,
It's a truce, dude.
yeah, their shogun breaks that truce. They're like, okay, you guys have to fight these two ninjas. Or like each leader has to pick their top 10 ninjas, and then they have to like kill them, and like the winner is like the clan.
Hmm.
And it's freaking dope, dude. It's so good because they all have like these different powers, and you don't know what they are, and you find
Oh,
out.
so they have powers. It's not just like mortal ninja stuff.
Dude, yeah, they got abilities, bro.
Whoa.
They're doing some of that supernatural ninja stuff, dude.
Oh shit.
They're pulling all Waikiki sneakies and stuff. But dude, there's a part in there that me and Kevin have been laughing at so much. They'll talk. Like there's this scene where they're like talking to each other, but they're like not moving their mouths. So as to be like, I think like they're supposed to try to be like discreet, or because me and Kevin, I'm like, are they talking telepathically? Or are they just like
They're
trying to
ninja
be
talking,
discreet?
dude. They're being quiet.
And dude, ever since then, if we go work out, I'll be like, "Hey, Kevin, don't look," but it just like we'll like try to be. We're just like making all these situations up at the gym where like, "Don't look now; they'll never be able to know that we're talking." Like, it's so funny to me, dude. You're like, that is the most obvious thing. Like, they can hear you just because they can't read your lips; they can hear you audibly.
Mm-hmm.
It made me laugh so hard. I don't know, dude. I thought it was funny,
That is funny, dude.
but
There's so much exposition in it. You know what I mean?
dude, watch it though. Watch it tonight.
Should I?
Let Henry watch it. Don't let Henry watch it. Don't do it, dude.
Don't do it.
People get stabbed. It'll freak him out.
All right. Do you think I could watch Dragon Ball Z with Henry?
I think you could do that, yeah.
Dude, maybe that's what I'll do.
Bro, DBZ
Think of what a childhood that would give him.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's what you want to watch with him.
I don't want to start from the beginning.
Dragon Ball Z Kai will start from the beginning.
Okay.
But Dragon Ball Z Kai is so the original Dragon Ball, they just like
is it like a prequel?
They shortened it, is what they did. So I guess there is like some sort of there's Dragon Ball Z Kai starts during like the Saiyan saga. So Goku's an adult. It doesn't go through like Goku's childhood and stuff.
All right, cool.
But Dragon Ball Z Kai is like the beginning of what like most people care about in Dragon Ball Z. It's just like way condensed. Because like you would get these fight scenes that were like 4 episodes long, and like half of them were like Goku screaming. You know what I mean? Just powering up. And so it condensed a lot of that. And it's still long. Like, don't get me wrong.
That's crazy, dude.
But I definitely think you should start him on it. It'll be good for him.
Okay.
And
then he'll go into martial arts.
But dude, actually, that would be.
You think it will? I think it'll make him want to do martial arts.
I bet it does, dude. Because, dude, think about it. The biggest nerds are the most jacked guys at the gym, dude.
So you think we're trying to get him jacked inadvertently by getting him into anime?
I'm just saying, dude. It's definitely good for him.
I saw a TikTok, and it was like when you find out it's not her first gym bro, and he's like sitting there after a workout with her. He's like, "You want to watch some anime?" She's like, "Sure." "Let's watch this one." And he's like, "How do you know that?" And it's because she's been with a gym bro before.
Right.
It's just funny. Dude, there is a petition to bring back the Motorola Sidekick.
What's that?
It's a phone.
Which one? I don't remember this one.
Oh, well, you're gonna know it, dude. You
I
ready
remember
for
the
this?
Motorola Razor.
Yeah, this is not the Razor. This is they're not haven't announced they're gonna release it, but this is the Sidekick right here.
Let's see it, dude.
There's people petitioning to bring it back.
Oh, dude, to be fair, like the old the old ones like that were actually like super useful, dude.
Yeah, the sliders with the physical keyboards.
Mhm.
Dude, I will throw away my other phone and get this back. I
For
feel like it
real?
would heal me, honestly. Yeah, I'd only use a smartphone to do social media stuff, dude. It'd be so freeing.
Well,
Think about it, dude.
would you
It'd
not be able to do
free.
social media stuff then?
I mean, I don't know what type of apps they have on those. Like, I don't
bet-
know. The
I
ones
bet
that
they
are up to
would.
date, they're probably like Android Oreo or something like that. They're like the discount version of the Android software.
Gotcha.
I think they have an optimized Android software that's minimalistic and it doesn't really have social media apps.
So you want to turn
For
off
that.
all your socials, dude? Is that what you're saying?
No. I don't want to turn off my socials. I'm still doing the game, dude. I'm still in the
okay.
game.
Just
You know what I
checking,
mean?
dude.
I'm
I was
just saying
worried
I don't
my
have
kids
to
were gonna
bring it
miss
with
you.
me all the time. You know what I mean?
Dude, speaking of the kids, dude, I just want to point out.
Yeah,
right
point out
here,
to the kids.
I got a campfire, and I just want you. The reason
You got a
the reason-
campfire?
right here, dude, right above me. I'm pointing
Oh,
at,
dude, wow. Okay.
dude, because this is a safe place.
Oh, wow.
So kick
Dude,
back and stay a while.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
get cozy by the fire.
Get cozy. Hey, you're safe here.
You're safe here.
Stop and rest a while.
Yeah. Happy Pride Month.
Should we? Bro, it is. Is this our first Pride episode, dude? Oh, we did one already.
Of the month?
Yeah, we
No,
did.
yeah, we did one last week, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Happy Pride Month, dude.
happy Pride.
Do you
Month.
not love the photo I made for you?
Oh, dude. Honestly, hilarious.
It was him standing in front of a street with his name, and I changed it to Queer Street. And it still looked like him. Like, it modified his face a little bit, but dude, AI really
did?
nailed it, and it looked like you were in Queer Street.
Dude, well, the sign had like rainbow flags on it too.
A little rainbow on the bottom, yeah.
It was well done.
It
was
looked
like-
realistic.
I was like, this actually looks real. This looks good. Hilarious. Love it.
I have a new hot take.
On the riots or what?
No, on
Oh,
AI.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I don't think we're going to get artificial general intelligence. I don't think we're going to get sentience. You know what I mean?
You don't think we're going to get it?
I don't think it's going to come alive.
Oh, this is because the testing that you told me about?
A little bit. I've just kind of not been able to conceptualize how it could jump from simply being really well-refined pattern recognition, which is what it is, and then just jump to sentience. Because all it really is like a complex linear regression model. Like, you have a bunch of dots on a graph, and it's the closest line between all those
between all the
points.
dots. So
That's a linear regression, and it's really just layers and layers and layers of statistical architecture around it.
yeah, but do you think that maybe that's what makes sentience?
That could be the case. That is the problem. The old philosophical quandary is the fact that we don't really know how to define our own consciousness, right?
It is actually like a quandary.
What are you?
Right?
What is sentience? Define it.
Dude,
You know,
weirdly enough, did you ever think about that when you were a kid?
the conception of the self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did you just like stare in the mirror and you go, "What the heck am
What-
I?"
I think, therefore I am. Descartes.
Did you think of that stuff when you were a kid? Because I remember being a young child and thinking about that stuff, and I remember, and now I'm like, whatever.
I still think about it. I almost
Really?
artistically think about it. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, you really like that stuff, though.
It's not like I like it as much as it troubles me.
Really?
It really did. Yeah. But there's this funny thing. like all the existentialist philosophers, the one that like were trying to figure out the meaning of life, all this stuff.
Yeah.
They were all depressed as shit, dude. They all had terrible lives.
I believe that, dude, because how could you
Dude.
not? They like conceptualize some of the most depressing things.
They had the worst lives. And they were so depressed.
Well, dude, who was it? Socrates? He was like
He was put to death.
he was also like a homeless dude, wasn't he?
He was a vagrant. But Plato had a kind of a similar origin story as well.
Yeah, but Plato and Socrates were like homies.
Yeah, but they served in like the founding of institutions and all these things. Like they were pretty important guys. But yeah, Socrates was put to death for corrupting the youth with ideas.
Well, probably was spending.
And that is what we are doing here today. Corrupting the youth. We're corrupting the youth.
How much youth do you think watch this? I feel like they're mostly adults.
Dude, my son watches it every day. What are you talking about? He's like, Dad.
You're like, yes.
Henry does when he sees videos of the podcast. He'll be like, Dalton, Dad. Just like looking at us talking.
Bro, I freaking miss him so much, dude.
He's a good time, dude. You have to wrestle him. He's been in a real wrestle mood lately.
Chase and I were looking at like old photos in this camera roll today, and he's like, "Dude, look at him. Look at Henry when he was a little fat kid."
Dude, he was a chubbernug, dude.
He was so
I called him a chubbernug. He was, dude. He was just like he looked like his wrists were, his arms were gonna burst like a busted can of biscuits, dude.
Creases in all the like
he had so many
creases. His arm up the elbow.
Calvin is tiny.
Oh, dude, his legs were little like balloon animal legs, dude.
Yeah,
so cute.
That's how we do it, dude.
And then he cut it.
Getting all choked up, dude. Getting emotional thinking about his busted can of biscuits arms.
It just makes me miss him.
Yep. He's been a really funny guy lately. Like when we were roasting marshmallows, he was like, well, he was just repeating what I was saying. I was like, get the frick in there. And I threw a stick in. And he's like, yeah, get the frick in there. I was like, it's kind of the one of those like, well, should I teach him to say frick? I'm like, well, I guess it's not the F word, so it's fine.
You're like, well, it's already done. Dude, I remember walking into like one of your family events, and there was like a bunch of kids, and it was right after you know how he had like really long hair, and then you guys cut it.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after you guys cut it. I hadn't seen him, and
he was sheared.
I looked at him, and it was funny because we both looked at each other, and we both like recognized each other, and we couldn't figure out who it was.
You saw him recognizing him?
It was so funny because I was looking at him. I'm like, who is this kid? He looks familiar. And he was looking at me like, I know this guy. I know him. And I go, hi, Henry. And he goes, he smiles. And he goes, hi. It was so cute, dude.
He's so funny.
It was the best.
He makes some funny faces, too. He's like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Anyway, riots.
Anyways, riots. So what's your position on the riots?
Probably on the side that's not burning stuff and trying to like cause problems. I think I'm probably on the other guy's side.
Dude, give your political take on whether the military should be sent in.
You want me to, dude?
Yeah. I'm
actually quite torn on this.
Take out your nuts, dude. Show us.
Because here's why. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was I think it's 2,000 National Guard units have been summoned that march upon.
Is that all the units?
Like, what do you mean? Like all of them? Is that all?
Yeah,
that
is
we
that
have?
all of them in California? Yeah.
Probably not, dude. Maybe it is, but for sure 2,000. I'm pretty sure it was 2,000 National Guard units were called in, and then Camp Pendleton's just south of there. It's like not that far. It's a Marine base, and I'm pretty sure that they were put on standby. I'm not totally sure how accurate this information is, but so fact check me, kids. But um, so this is the problem, dude. Is because Trump's the one who called in the National Guard, and typically, I believe that the governor has the power to do that.
Was it that, or was it? I thought it was that they did call in the National Guard, but he was threatening to call in the Marines.
Oh,
like,
that
in
Trump
addition.
was threatening to call in
Yeah.
the Marines in addition?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it then.
Yeah, because I think that the Governor Newsom did deploy the National Guard.
I thought it was. Let's check, dude.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Because I thought it was Trump that called him in. We got to find this out. Please hold, kids. National Guard to LA. Boom. Trump sends.
Trump authorizes additional.
There we go. I don't know why people are so up in arms about this. Because, yeah. So if the governor already did it, I'm fine with this, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my feeling is like the only problem with California going down, is that our economies as states are so inseparably connected because we all have the same currency, you know?
Well, I actually do have a problem with, so this is my problem with California, is that
They spend all their money.
They're in like a debt.
Yeah.
The state
And
itself is in a debt.
They have more of a GDP than many countries.
Yes.
So they shouldn't be in debt.
No, they shouldn't be in debt, but they are, because they spend a ridiculous amount of money on
And then
things.
we supplement it.
And so this is where I have the problem, because if we're federally supplementing California's spending habits, then we technically should have a say in California's politics that are dictating their spending. And so I guess that's where I was getting at, is because if it was Trump that just deployed the National Guard, and like, who's it, Gavin Newsom? Is he the governor?
Yep, G Money Newsom, dude.
If
he has a podcast.
If he didn't, then I was a little bit like, well, I think that it's still probably the right move on Trump. If Gavin Newsom didn't, I would be severely angry with Gavin Newsom, because it just seems like he would be letting his people suffer. But he didn't do that. So
this is the thing. I want to be super. I want the states to have separate. I want less federalism than we currently have. Let's say.
Right.
So that I can really feel like, hey, burn yourself to the ground if you want. You know what I mean?
I mean,
you kind of have to have enough room for things to fail so that people don't engage in a certain policy, right? So they can learn from it.
That's what, yeah. So it's hard.
It's kind of like the Darwinism selection of political ideology. And if you prop it up,
what it comes down to is human behavior rarely changes if there is no catalyst for the change.
Like cannibalism. Bring it back.
Let's bring it back, dude.
Why don't you have a nibble on your neighbor?
Yeah. Why not?
Dude,
we don't support.
Trying to find a cheap dirt bike.
How cheap?
I'm
How
on
cheap?
Quest. Well, here's the thing. This is the thing.
Well, tell me the price.
The thing is this. I was going back to looking at Alibaba.
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna do it.
Golly, dude.
Do you like how up in arms you got immediately?
Yeah,
no,
because you're gonna order something from China, you'll never get it.
What happened is I started looking at other things on Alibaba, and there's some fun things you can get on Alibaba, and I wanted to show you a couple things. I wanted to take you on a journey.
All right, I'm actually stoked about this. Let's see.
Yeah, you ready for this? Okay. Boom. New light shell 4 wavelength laser hair removal device. Clinical, dude. Only $2,100.
So you're saying that we could start a business lasering dudes' hair off?
I'm saying we call it hairy world for men. Come get your balls done. I don't know. Just on our billboard. On our billboard is like, hey, get your balls done.
Dude,
Hey, come get your balls done. You know
that
what I mean?
thing 1,000% causes cancer.
Here's the thing, dude. Beauty is pain. And you know this. You know that beauty is pain.
I
Okay.
get it. And
it's got a system water level monitoring icon. It's got a water level observation hole. Yum. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Go to the next one. Boom.
The yum, dude. Yum.
All right, here we got. I'm essentially going to make a doctor's office. You know what this is? This is a laboratory meter. So you can do all these various things.
Like what?
Right? You can test water. You can test your pH level. All these things. Isn't that sick? Water salts.
That's actually pretty sick.
I want to test my water. Dude, these freaking mounted
how much are they?
These?
Yeah, bro, you have to buy 1 to 200.
Yeah, chill out, dude. Chill out. It's fine.
Hold on, I want to look at.
No. I'm driving here. I'm driving.
Yeah, but
chill.
I'm checking.
Look at this, dude. Push open wall-mounted combination P keycad secret safety locker. Look at this, dude. You could put them on. Here's the thing. I love these things. I could attach one of these to my house and have the keys in a little lockbox. Sick.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been some good stuff, right?
I'm trying to look up the equivalent cost on Amazon products.
Oh, dude, this one's a must. You ready for this?
Have you just checked any of these on Amazon and seen if they're like any more or less?
Some of them. Dude, look at this. Hair salon furniture, hydraulic barber chair.
Bro, that would actually be pretty sick.
Wouldn't this be pretty bitchin'? Not just a computer chair, dude. I want a command center where I get ready for the day, not in a girly way, but in a manly way, right? Like maybe it looks like Darth Vader's cockpit, you know, that thing that he meditates.
Oh, yeah.
It opens up and I get my, because the salon chair, dude, kind of looks like a Darth Vader chair, does it not?
Bro, it actually, yeah.
A little bit?
If you put that globe thing around it, oh, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. It's a Darth Vader chair for sure.
You get a giant clamshell to have open for you?
Yeah, dude. A clamshell.
Isn't that what he does?
Dude.
It's basically
I found one that you want, dude. This one's for you.
All right, let's see it.
This one is same type of chair, but this one's old timey.
Bro, that one's actually tight, dude.
Isn't it bitchin'?
Bro, it's like steampunk-esque.
Yeah, it's like Old West style.
Bro, and
it's sick.
It's circular. Look at that.
Oh, dude.
Holy cow, dude. You have to buy 2 of them, though.
2 to 4. Okay, it's customizable.
Yeah, but you have to at least get 2, which works out because there's 2 of us. $700 a unit, huh? That is pretty sick, though.
Very true.
That's tight.
I know, right? Pretty sick.
All right. What else you got?
Dude,
anything else fun?
Oh, man, let me see if I can get one more. Just really to round it off.
Oh, dude, you don't have to go looking. It's all good.
No. I've got. This is gonna be a good one. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Let's see it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Is the top 5?
It was adult diapers.
Oh,
right?
nice.
You can get them for 19. You can get them for 19 cents.
Oh shoot! How many do you have to buy?
Let's see.
That's the thing with all the dogs.
This product can't be shipped to your region.
What?
Oh,
you know why, dude? I bet there's like FDA restrictions on the diapers, dude.
Well, you can't buy needles apparently. Dumb. Oh, I wonder if they have steroids.
Where can you even get needles? Don't you have to like? Can you just get those at like any drugstore?
You can buy them.
You can
not
buy
from
them?
a drugstore. Well, I know you can get them online.
You can buy them on Amazon.
You can get them on freaking Amazon for sure. Yeah.
That's the only place I've ever thought to buy needles.
I bet you CVS has stuff.
Because my buddy's girl is diabetic, and I remember always being like, because she used to be over all the time, dude, and she'd always have needles at the house. And I was always like, dude, where do you get all these needles?
She's always chasing you with them.
And she's
That's like a Garrett spaghetti moment, dude.
well,
Where'd you get all
well,
this
no,
spaghetti?
it was
Where'd
it
you
was
get all
a
this
genuine
needles?
it was a genuine question because I'm like, where do you order them? She was like, Amazon, and I was like, okay. For some reason, I thought they were like hard to get. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know, dude. I don't know where people
Usually
get needles
people-
other than Amazon.
Why do people get the insulin thingamajig, the pump, insulin pump?
Why do they get that?
Yeah,
So they don't have to stick themselves every time.
but it seems like a pretty invasive thing to have on you. Is it not?
I don't think so, dude. I think a lot of people just like shower with it. It just kind of sits there.
That's gross, dude. I
The
feel like I would
little,
just
are
go
you talking
for
about the little one that's like this big?
the thing,
Or are you talking about
the
the pump thing that's like
pump? Yeah.
So I think that, dude, I think that there's, I could be wrong, dude. I actually don't know hardly anything about diabetes. So other than your insulin's messed up, if you know, your body doesn't make it.
Yeah.
I know that.
It's the
I know
pancreas.
I know what body, or sorry, I know what it is, but dude, I think, I could be wrong. I think there's little tubes that stick out of your body and you can like unplug and plug in like the bulk of the machinery. I could be wrong, dude.
The tubes.
I think they cybernetically inject or input.
You're like
these-
Bane from Batman, but only down here.
Yeah, dude. I could be wrong. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, dude. I know this.
I think you're probably wrong.
I think this. I'll say this, dude. They put a pain pump in my Grammy Dell, and she would just press a button every so often, and it would put fentanyl in her body.
Dude, fentanyl is wild.
But like, I think that they probably just stored a certain amount of fentanyl in the pump and then put it all inside of her.
Isn't it also for those types of things, it's in the spinal fluid? Because that's how freaking what's the thing that women get before they have babies?
Epidural.
Yeah, the epidural is in the spine.
So I know that they did something. Well, it's not like a needle. I think they like wrapped wires around her spine or something.
Well, it's a line they put down it.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
like
they
a
don't
little
wrap anything.
like a little sprinkler line, dude.
They put it down your spinal fluid and
It
it
just
so it
drip-
can release.
And it just drip drops whatever you need, dude.
Dude, it's honestly a crazy thing to watch them do to your wife.
Bro, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Also,
A lot
have you ever-
of dads don't want to watch.
yeah, dude, because they're hurting your girl, dude.
Well, dude, then you gotta watch the baby come out, and that's hurting your girl too, dude.
I don't know that I want to watch that either.
You have to, dude. Remember 7th
Yeah,
grade
like-
health class
You're like
when
this.
they made you watch that video?
I actually don't remember watching it.
Dude, they
I-
totally made me in 7th grade.
I might have blocked
I was
it
like,
out,
"Ah!"
or we didn't have to watch it. One of the two.
You blocked it out?
I don't know. I just don't remember seeing it.
I think you probably saw it. You blocked it out.
I don't
It
remember,
was a
dude.
poor experience.
I don't. I'm not like regretting
The
it.
crazy thing is that babies' heads squish, dude.
Do you see it
They
squish?
squishy, yes.
You see it squish?
When when they come out, you see it unsquish.
Oh, it just inflates like a little balloon.
It kind of seems like a little balloon.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What if they squish in the wrong? What if they inflates in the wrong direction? He's just little.
dude. Babies can die in the birth canal for sure, but it's
I'm
like
talking
it's
about,
crazy,
like,
dude.
He's like a cone head or something.
Yeah, they get Conan.
Well,
They get to. You could totally come out of the birth canal some way that it affects your head forever. Usually, they are really fluid, and after a couple days, they kind of get to
Okay.
a pretty normal
Even
head
out.
shape. But yeah, it's crazy, dude.
I remember reading about these certain Indians, dude. I think they were called the
Yeah.
Flathead Indians.
They put it between boards.
They put a board like on their head like this when they were kids, and they would just like their head would just be flat.
Yep.
Don't
pretty
know why.
crazy.
Like, is it more? Maybe it's more attractive to them.
Dude, I just remember when the second time with my second son, when the nurse took him out, they give him to the mom and stuff, but like immediately when she took him out, she was like shaking him. Kind of like,
Why?
hey, come, it's kind of like, hey, wake up, hey, breathe type of thing.
Oh, okay.
But she was doing it so nonchalantly, dude, that it was just like a rag doll. And I think this is pretty normal, actually. Because she was like, hey, you know, yeah, there you go, baby. Yeah, cry, baby, cry. And it's like, what?
Bro, they just put him in like a towel and do the old bowling ball thing.
We're not pause this guy out.
They're all,
Dude, we're
"Hey,
just shaking him around, dude.
don't worry, Dad, he'll come out clean. I promise."
I think she did a tray flip with him. I think she did like a,
she's all sign flipping him.
she's like, hey.
She's all spinning him on one finger.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It was crazy. But yeah.
They probably do so many at a certain point. They're just like, yeah, there's another baby. Yeah. Oh, they're
You
durable.
just gotta be nonchalant about it, you know. What would be so funny if I had like enough, you know, mimicry personality towards social situations, I would have just, you know, gone the same attitude that they were and been like, oh yeah, it's totally chill. Yeah, shake that baby up. Yep, get him nice and dry. That's great. You know, but instead I was just like horrified. I was like, my child.
You're like, are you supposed to be being that aggressive?
Is that who you? Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I know that's how we do it. I know we rough them up a bit. You know,
yeah,
hey,
man,
it's your.
You got done driving like 3 hours, and then you went right into a room and had a baby.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
My wife called me as she was going into labor, and I was 3 hours away, like a terrible husband.
For my birthday, because
for your was it your birthday or was it Kyle's?
It's my birthday. We were just at Kyle's
wow,
house.
that's right. Because it was last year. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because me and Calvin have like the closest
birthdays. That's right.
Yeah. It's like a couple days off.
Crazy.
Big fun, dude. Big fun. Oh, dude, Ben's fighting, right?
Dude. And he's fighting some stupid Russian, dude.
Bro, I was looking at, so you remember how
Putin can suck it. I'm just kidding.
You remember how we made fake accounts to troll Ben?
I mean, you did.
I did. I broke down. I told him about it.
Dude, you couldn't play it out long enough?
I couldn't, dude, because he wasn't posting.
That is kind of the issue. But here's the thing.
I waited. Dude,
how dedicated are you to the bit, right?
Well, so here's the thing, dude. Is I was gonna start talking smack on his profile, and then I was like, I saw all these guys, and when he posted that last photo of like him against the Russian dude,
there's legit guys,
like Russian dudes, like commenting on the other guy and commenting the other guy's name, being like, "Oh, he's gonna win," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I can't hate on Ben now. There's like actual haters in these comments. So I went the opposite direction. I started smack talking these guys.
You're like, yeah, he's gonna suck Ben off.
Dude, I think I posted on there with my normal account and was like, dude, I feel bad for this guy. Don't they know that like nobody's ever returned? Like,
yeah, I think I did see that. I think I did see that.
Like, I actually don't know the other guy's record, but
dude, now I'm curious.
I know.
Should we Tapology it?
I think we have to.
I'm super curious now.
Let's look up his record, dude.
Do you go on Tapology?
No, I have with you before.
You need to go on Tapology so we can do fight pics and send them to each other. You probably don't care that much.
I don't, but I could. I could care that much.
Dude, Ben Tynan, I am a little offended that he represents Canada, but other than that.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Okay. Pro MMA record 5-0.
Represent Canada. Oh, he just put Canada on there because he's
He represents Canada. He says. He says he was born in Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada.
He
went to college at North Dakota State, and he's fighting out of Denver, Colorado. So he's fighting out of Colorado, but they put this because that's where he's born. Do they just put your heritage? Is that what it is?
I don't know, dude. I think you can kind of pick. I don't know how it works. I'll have to ask him actually.
Oh, dude. Wait a second. June 2004. Oh, that was canceled. Okay. So they don't have his upcoming fight on here.
Dude, okay. Rankings in North America.
Anyways, dude.
Hold on. So where's the new one?
do you mean?
Where's
It's
the
not
one?
on there. It's not on there.
We don't. Well, what's the guy's name? Let's look him up.
I don't know. It's on Instagram. I'd have to pull it up. He's a Russian cat.
Because I got to find out his this guy's record, dude.
Find it out, dude.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, maybe I won't. This guy's hard to spell.
Can't pronounce his name.
It's really long, dude. Yep, I actually can't find him. So I guess we're.
There we go, dude. We're shit out of luck.
Oh well.
All right, dude. Well, do you have anything left to say to the kids?
Just that we love you. We
We
love you a
love
long
you.
time.
Love you long time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.